I'm at the Pajarito Ranch in Stockdale, Texas for a little regeneration education. Take care of the ecosystem, take care of the soil, and it's better beef for a better planet. At its core, this story is about cows. Long, tall grass and rich soil. And water. Well, not this water, but we'll get to that and get back to the ranch in a moment. First, let's meet Lou Mormon. He grew up on a ranch in Texas's hill country, but made his career in the technology industry. Until
I bought some land and it was a mess. And my partner, Ed, had read a lot about regenerative grazing, and he said, you got to read a book about it. There's a way to do it right. Ended up hiring one of the experts to come to my place, and we started a regenerative grazing program. And I started to see my ecosystem come alive, and I just went down the rabbit hole.
That led to the creation of Wholesome Meats, a San Antonio company committed to regenerative agriculture. Kent Wuthridge was brought on board to serve as CEO and felt much like Lou. It was time to be part of the solution.
Wanted to do something that wasn't so much about how much money could we earn as fast as possible, but what good could we do for the environment, what good could we do for people, and how could we leave something that could last.
Back to the ranch, where rancher Travis Krause, much like the guys behind the scenes, knew something had to change.
Rural America has had a real hard go the past 40 years, and it was something that was important to me to see what was going to work, and I knew the status quo was not going to work anymore. So I started, just learning.
Now, it's a lot more complex than this, but here's the basics. Keep the cows moving.
So you're the one who moves these cows?
Yes, sir.
Every day?
Every day.
How do you move them?
Just this little button here.
Don't let the cattle overgraze. No tilling.
We're forcing some of the grass, as you can see, to be pushed down. So that's feeding the soil and keeping the ground armored.
Let the beef do their business and stomp on the land, and you'll have an ecosystem that creates more soil, which means it retains more water. Told you we'd get back to that. And keeps carbon in the ground instead of the atmosphere. These guys are trailblazers, not because they're the first to bring these ranching principles to the forefront, but because they're committed to sustaining the practice and making it the norm rather than the exception.
One by one, people are starting to learn about it, and as that word gets out there more, we're going to be on the shelf, and people, I think, are going to put one and one together.
Small steps now, with hopefully big changes to the planet on the horizon.